guys, how you doing? Jo Barnes here, and I would like to welcome you and introduce you to my new weekly update, I suppose. If you're on lots of lists, and I know some of you probably are, then you're going to be very used to getting emails every week with affiliate links and go and check this product out and go and check that product out and all the rest of it. So I thought, you know what I'd like to do? I'd like to do something a little bit different. And the bulk of you guys who have signed up to my database are probably starting your own internet marketing business. Maybe you want to be a social media consultant. Maybe you're a small business and want to use Facebook and fan pages and what have you to grow your business. But whatever it is, you are looking to grow and learn and expand and you know, increase your business and increase your income. So I thought every week it would be quite cool if I sent you a video telling you, sort of taking you on my journey, if you like. So nothing to sell, no sales, but basically to take you through exactly what's happened in my last week and to tell you key things that I've learned, things that I think can help you, okay? So that's what you're going to get every week now, so do please have a look at these little videos. I'll try and keep them fairly short, but on every one I'll just be going through some of the key things I've learned. So what's happened this week? I'm just looking at my notes here. What's happened of interest this week? First of all, we started testing Facebook ads. I've been working with Facebook ads this week. It's been a great week. It's been a really good experience. But also I had my Facebook account disabled for a whole day by using Facebook ads. So that was quite an interesting learning experience. And I actually made a video about that. So I'll be talking about that. I did a webinar at 4 o'clock in the morning to my students of my 2000 Fans in 27 Days course. 4 o'clock in the morning for me because of the time difference between the UK and Thailand. So that was quite interesting. It didn't quite go as I planned, as all my webinars don't go quite as I planned, but it was a good webinar, great experience, and I got lots of good feedback, so that was really good fun. I have been spending so much time. I'm getting probably over 200 emails a day at the moment, all to do with my free course and my 2000 Fans in 27 Days course. So there's some big lessons there on when you start producing videos, free stuff, products and stuff like that, on what you need to do to try and manage the back end. I don't think people realise that. They go ahead and produce a product or free videos, and all of a sudden you're going to get an awful lot of people that want your time and your support and have queries and stuff like that. So that's something that I need to think about and talk to you a bit further about. I had my first $243 day this week. I'm actually making money online, and I had my first $243 day this week. So that was pretty exciting. There's a whole kind of story behind that. And I also did my first sales webinar this week. So I actually did a webinar with another guy, a guy called Kevin De Silva, who was selling a product, and so we did the webinar and he made a sales pitch at the end of the webinar. So that was a really interesting experience to go through and to experience, and lots of lessons learnt there as well. So it's been a hectic week, and in amongst all of that, obviously I've also, because I'm out here travelling at the moment, tried to spend some time with my family. We had a trip to Phi Phi Island and you know, a little bit of beach time and that kind of stuff in between recording videos, because I've also been recording videos for the live course all week. Another big lesson there about when you launch a product, do you do it live, or do you get all the product ready and then actually go and sell it once it's all ready to go? So lots and lots of lessons learned this week, and a jam-packed full week. So what are some of the biggest lessons I've learned so far? Okay, well, as I just said to you, I have been answering over 200 emails and queries every day. And so I want to talk to you a little bit about how to price a product. When I launched my product, 2000 Fans in 27 Days, I launched it at $17 for an early bird discount, and the price went up to $27 after a few days. And that's currently what the price is at. It's at $27. Excuse me, fly. Basically that's great, because when you launch a product, what you're doing is you're testing the market. You want to see if people are actually going to buy from you, whether they're responsive, and whether what you've got is actually something the market is looking for. However, beware, because I've priced it so low, the challenge I've got is I haven't made enough money. I've sold over 200 courses, but I still haven't made enough money in order to be able to outsource a support or anything like that. So it's just me desperately trying to answer everybody's queries and emails and all that kind of stuff. So do remember, when you do launch yourself a product, you have got all of this to contend with, and when you are pricing that product, you really need to be pricing in with your product how much it's going to cost you to manage that product, to manage all the queries and everything that are coming on board. Also, the other thing when thinking about pricing a product is that probably 30 to 40% of the people that have got my product are actually using it on a daily basis, and that's because it's so cheap. Really, you don't have to be too committed to it. So I think again it's important when thinking about the price you're going to put on your product. You don't want it to be so high that you're outpricing yourself and people can't afford it, but you do want it to be a commitment. You do want people to have invested in it and therefore be committed to it and want to do it with you. So there's a couple of big lessons that I've learned really this week about pricing products. Okay, so what's a couple of other big lessons I've learned this week? Well, this one's really to do with paying for advertising. Across the internet at the moment, many people will be talking about getting free advertising, that free traffic is the best traffic, and lots of people you hear, I can't afford to advertise, you know, I must do it a free way because I can't afford to advertise it. And of course what I've learned this week is actually how to advertise and it costs you nothing, which is basically a return on investment. And I'd forgotten, actually, in the offline world, we always did talk about marketing being an investment. And by playing around with Facebook ads this week, I've not actually had to pay for an ad. Because I have a product and I'm sending the people to that product and then I'm then getting sales, my Facebook ads are literally paying for themselves. So when you do think about marketing and you do think about investing, do remember that if you're actually sending your traffic to a product that they're then going to buy, you're not paying for that data, or for those customers, sorry, because they're essentially buying your product and you're going to be making a profit. So it's a return on your investment. So that's something that I thought about this week. The other lesson I learned is it doesn't matter how hard I try, I cannot get a webinar right from start to finish. I have done 5 or 6 webinars now, and every single time I do one, something goes wrong. So do please come along to all of my webinars and witness my ever improving style on my webinars. I'm determined to get a webinar absolutely right from start to finish. And last but not least, one of the lessons I've learned definitely is that focus is everything. Since I started Facebook on August the 18th, I have literally gone from having a database of 400 to a database now of 3,000, I think it was nearly 800 last I looked this morning, okay? I've got a fan page which has got nearly 4,500 fans on it. I've grown my friends, I've grown my database, and now I'm actually making money. I'm actually selling a product and making money online. And it's taken me since August the 18th to do that using Facebook. Now, okay, prior to that I learned how to use squeeze pages and things like that, but it really did start on August the 18th when I started my Facebook journey. And I have done nothing for the last 3 months except Facebook. Nothing else at all. So if I could really impart something on you guys when you're starting your business, it is to absolutely focus on one thing. Focus on one niche, focus on one way to market it, really focus on one thing and spend all your time and energy doing that and mastering it. And once you've mastered it, you can then move on to the next thing. That's a very big lesson. Okay guys, so that comes to the close of this week's update, and I do hope you've enjoyed it and learnt some lessons from me. I've taken you on a little bit of a journey of where I'm staying as well at the moment in Thailand, and where we are staying in Phuket is one of the most beautiful places that I have ever seen. We had a trip out to Phi Phi Island the other day and it was just amazing. Monkey Beach, actually feeding live monkeys. There's the most incredible beach here and swimming pools and everything. It is absolutely fabulous. And I suppose really my lesson to you is that you know, I'm not rolling in it. I'm not a multi-millionaire. I don't have loads and loads of money. I'm trying to make money out of internet marketing just as you guys are right now. And I am fortunate enough, I suppose, to have had a few savings that I was able to kind of get away with, and also a partner who loves travelling as well with me. So we have made a choice to basically go travelling and to work while we're travelling. And to be honest with you, our accommodation costs don't cost any more than it cost us to rent or pay a mortgage back in the UK. So the only thing we're having to pay extra for really is our flights. And next week we're moving in with the folks in Australia. See how that goes. Anyway, just wanted to say thank you ever so much for listening. I hope it's been a good session. I hope you've learned some stuff, and I will be updating you again next week on what happens over the next week and any interesting stories and stuff that come along. Thanks guys, have a good week, see you soon. Oh, I've nearly forgot then. I'm going to go and have a glass of wine now and enjoy myself for the evening. I'll see you soon, bye bye.